Brooks and Dunn are saying goodbye, and fans are heartbroken. Ronnie Dunn's recent health struggles came into sharp focus after a troubling moment at their April 3, 2025 Indianapolis concert. The Gainbridge Fieldhouse was packed with excited fans ready for a night of classic hits. But during the encore, something went wrong. As they performed Boot Scootin' Boogie, Ronnie suddenly stepped back from the mic, motioned to Kix Brooks, tapped his chest, and quietly walked off stage, right in the middle of their biggest hit. No drama, just a heartbreaking farewell. Earlier that night, Ronnie had looked exhausted, even sitting down during a song and showing signs of fatigue and vocal strain. Kix kept the show going, a true professional holding the duo together. Fans immediately began worrying. Is Ronnie seriously ill? Is this the end of Brooks and Dunn? Their team's statement offered some reassurance, but it's clear Ronnie's health is serious. This moment may mark the final chapter of one of country music's most beloved duos. Ronnie's quiet goodbye was powerful, a vulnerable moment from a man usually known for his strong stage presence. It hit fans hard, like watching a loved one quietly step away. The buzz around Ronnie Dunn's health is louder than ever. Fans aren't just wondering when the next show is, they're asking if there should be one. Because as much as we love the music, we love the man behind it more. No one wants to see a legend pushed past his limits. We've all seen what happens when artists ignore the signs. Maybe it's time for Ronnie and Kix to rest, to take their final bow, knowing their legacy is already set in stone. But what makes this moment unforgettable isn't just Ronnie walking off stage, it's that he showed us even legends have limits, and that's okay. Sometimes the bravest act is knowing when to stop. And through it all, the music carries on, carried by the love of a bandmate and the roar of fans who understand. Behind the scenes, Ronnie's been fighting a storm of health issues. In early 2025, he battled a brutal double whammy of COVID and strep throat, which left him struggling to breathe well into March. Then, just months earlier, he suffered a torn ACL skiing after knee replacement surgery, forcing a tough rehab while still performing. Fans noticed his voice wasn't the same. Vocal coaches pointed out changes. His breathing was off, and those powerful high notes were harder to hold. To cope, Ronnie adjusted song arrangements and leaned on sound engineers to ease the strain. You could see it on stage. Sometimes he favored his leg or sat down mid-song, but he kept going, stubborn as ever. Now, whispers are everywhere. Is Ronnie seriously ill? Will Brooks and Dunn step away for good? Through it all, Ronnie has kept quiet. No pity plays, just showing up for his fans. But when news of his diagnosis surfaced, it shook everyone. Could this be why the legendary duo is stepping off the stage? And what's really happening behind the scenes? If you think you know the story, wait, there's more. Don't look away. Watch closely. This story goes deeper than you think. Within hours of Ronnie Dunn's sudden exit at the Indianapolis show, the country music world hit pause, eyes fixed on him. One moment he was performing, the next he quietly signaled to his band and walked off stage. The moment spread like wildfire online. No one could ignore it. Fans reacted not with gossip, but with overwhelming love. Brooks and Dunn's Instagram turned into a virtual prayer circle, filled with heartfelt messages like "sending healing thoughts" and "hope you get better soon." It wasn't just about a missed concert. It was about a real connection. Ronnie's voice has been part of people's lives through road trips, heartbreaks, and celebrations. Fans at the show shared their own experiences, praising the performance while expressing concern. Comments like, "You guys were awesome last night in Indy," mixed gratitude with worry, showing how deeply people care, not just about the music, but about the man himself. Then TikTok exploded. Clips of Ronnie's emotional exit went viral, capturing the moment he encouraged the crowd to sing and gently handed over the stage to his bandmate. His quiet wave and tapping his chest spoke volumes. People saw the struggle behind the scenes. He was visibly uncomfortable, even sitting on the stage edge earlier that night. TikTok became a support network, with hashtags like Chiwar Pray for Ronnie and Cheer Ronnie Strong, trending as fans shared encouragement and updates. And there was some good news too. One fan reported he crushed the next show in Peoria, Illinois, giving hope that Ronnie was fighting through it. Still, rumors swirled, some even asking if Brooks and Dunn had died. Clearly an overreaction, but showing how much this moment shook the fan base. Through it all, one thing's clear. Ronnie Dunn's health has touched a chord deeper than any song ever could. People started asking the big question, is this the end of Brooks and Dunn? Was Ronnie saying goodbye for good? Fans really went there, but beneath all the rumors was genuine worry. Not just for a performer, but for a person they've felt connected to for decades. Ronnie Dunn isn't just a name. His voice has been the soundtrack to so many lives. So when something seemed off on stage, it sent shockwaves. But what we saw wasn't panic. It was love, loyalty, and care. Fans stopped everything to send prayers, share memories, and show support. Maybe it was just a bad night, exhaustion, or lingering illness. Whatever it was, the outpouring of love proved one thing. Fans will always stand by Ronnie Dunn. And honestly, isn't that beautiful? Then came the headlines. Brooks and Dunn saying goodbye after Ronnie's tragic diagnosis. A heart-drop moment for fans everywhere. But before panic took over, there's a clearer, calmer truth. The real story? It's not as grim as it seemed. It's actually kind of comforting and even inspiring. After that Indianapolis show, Ronnie wasn't feeling great. Fans noticed his low energy, a voice that wasn't quite hitting those iconic notes. When he stepped off stage suddenly, worry was natural. But thankfully, their publicist quickly stepped in with a reassuring statement. Ronnie's been resting and is improving. The issue was respiratory, but not life-threatening. That felt like a huge relief. No more holding our breath. Doctors are pleased with his recovery, and Ronnie himself is feeling better every day. Is he still healing? Yes. Is this the end of the road? Absolutely not. These legends have been grinding for nearly 40 years. That's a lifetime in music. The fact they're still out there is incredible. Best news? The Reboot 2 tour is still on. No cancellations, no drama. Just two country legends adapting and keeping the music alive. The tour runs strong through November 2025. Imagine the heartbreak if it had been called off. But no, they're not going out like that. Brooks and Dunn have never been the type to let a bump in the road slow them down. They've faced bigger storms, and this is just a pause, a deep breath before the next big note. Behind the scenes, they're being smart about it. Set lists have been trimmed slightly, not enough to miss your favorites, but enough to give Ronnie some needed breaks. They've added extra backup singers, bringing fresh harmony, and adjusted the staging so Ronnie gets more rest between high-energy songs. These small changes show how much they care, not just about the show, but about each other. That kind of bond is rare. Instead of hiding or pretending, they've owned the situation. They took care of Ronnie, reassured fans, made thoughtful adjustments, and kept moving forward. That's not just professionalism, it's heart. It's the legacy they're building, resilience, honesty, and pure love for music. That's what makes legends. So if you were worried Brooks and Dunn might be saying goodbye forever, relax. Ronnie's getting better every day. The tour is still rolling, and those boots are definitely still made for walking. Right back onto the stage, spotlight on, guitars blazing. It's not goodbye, just a small pause. When they come back full throttle, it'll hit even harder. Because if there's one thing they've always done, it's give fans a damn good show. No matter what. What happened to Brooks and Dunn? One minute they're lighting up the stage, the next Ronnie's health had fans worried it might be the end. But don't jump to conclusions. The truth might surprise you. After decades of hits and tours, you'd think they'd slow down. But insiders say they're far from retiring. They just renewed their recording contract and are focused on the music that made them legends. Ronnie's been battling health issues, but keeps showing up, pushing through when most would quit. At 70 plus, performing nightly isn't easy, so pacing himself makes sense. Despite rumors of a farewell tour, that's not happening. The recent incident was a wake-up call, not a goodbye. Being on stage takes a toll, especially as you get older. But Ronnie and Kix aren't done. They're just being smarter, pacing themselves to stay healthy and keep fans happy. Ronnie's loyalty to fans is rare. He could step back, but he keeps giving his all because he loves what he does and knows how much it means to fans. What's next? More music, shows, and memories, just at a mindful pace. Legends don't always go out with a bang. Sometimes they just keep going, because they love it and their fans keep showing up. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Click the next video to keep enjoying great stories.